I guess we'll explore Cinderroot. Join Hedwyn for a quick survey of the surroundings. Let's do this. Our buddy. Give me a sec, I need a drink though. Ah, that's better. You spend a quiet afternoon in the dense foliage of Cinderroot, surveying the area with some of your companions. See anything, Faye? Isn't it quiet and peaceful in a way, I think? Your investigation yields nothing of note. The three of you return to the wagon for the remainder of the day, where you should have time to pursue your vocations. Yes! Glory! Let's go! Your deepening knowledge of the Book of Rites is not nearly enough. Aspects of it still elude you. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Heck yes, we've done it! And it's extra damage. I like the idea of party members bringing back all this random crap. I wish they would, so I could sell it. What have you come to understand of the book? Can you recite its pages yet by heart? Have you internalized its teachings? In its lack of limits, you experience yours. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Yuki, why do you have a jar of magma? How does it not melt? Mysteries. We've got righteousness. Dang. And +1 glory, which feels good. We've been working on that for a while. Oh, Hedwyn's back. Hey, buddy. You find Hedwyn rather lost in thought about something. He looks over as you approach. Oh, hey, my friend. Alright, so what's it going to be? He points in the direction of his cooking tin, strewn over in the corner of the wagon. One of life's small comforts around here is we get to eat. Not a day goes by that I'm not grateful for it, but there's only so much to choose from. Whether here in Black Basin or anywhere around, I guess. Anyway, I was just having trouble trying to decide what to cook. Just had firecaps again last night, and those never seem to sit that well with everyone anyway. There's no more glopgil, not that anyone but Tizo ever liked that stuff. And I feel like we've been having gutter crabs every day for months, so I'm not too excited about that. This is where you come in. And no consulting books or stars or anything, just you and me, here and now. What am I making? You decide, because I can't. I know there's a lot of serious stuff to think about these days, but so help me, no one's struggling to regain their freedom on an empty stomach. He's the best! Oh. I'm so glad our Black Wagon has Hedwyn. This would be so much worse without him. So we can ask for filet of slur. We can have silt porridge. Gutter crabs again, or whatever he wants. No, that's just putting the decision back on him. Come on. Don't do that. For gutter crabs, this inoffensive option has the added benefit of putting some lucky gutter crabs out of their misery. Silt porridge, a notorious dish that Hedwyn has perfected to the upper limits of its capacity to not be terrible. The heart of the team, he really is. And filet of slur. An acquired taste. Acquired mostly through a prolonged and desperate stay within the downside. Well, we gotta go for filet of slur, right? If only because it's fun to say. You express a preference for Hedwyn to cook up a filet of slur for you and everyone, this time round. He easily detects the hesitation in your voice. Can our OT3 have Hedwyn in it too? Is our OT3 going to end up as the entire wagon? You can't possibly mean that, but I am calling your bluff, my friend. Filet of slur it is. Try not to worry. I'll make sure it's cooked all the way through. OT exile? I'm here for it. Now, lend me a hand here with this stuff, would you? As you assist Hedwyn with preparing the filet of slur, the two of you get to talking about the past. The reality of cooking in the downside has a way of making him nostalgic. Life on the blood border wasn't that much easier than trying to get by down here. The Highwing remnants could swoop in at any time. They were so good at picking the worst possible occasions for us. The time they showed up and I was nowhere to be found, I must have told you about that. He has spoken to you of his past as an outrider once before. Well, either way. I don't think I ever told you much about Fikani. Is this your girlfriend? It is! Someone for whom Hedwyn cares deeply. They were separated in the Commonwealth. Aww. I was riding to relay an order when she caught me out in the open. She could have had me, but we just stood there, you know? I'd never seen anything like her. And her voice, she says to me, "You ought to be more careful with your life." And I just say, I'm not the type to say such things, but it's all I could think of looking at her then, so I just tell her it was worth the risk. Anyway, she spared my life, of course. And when we saw riders heading toward us, I looked at her, she took hold of me, and we just took off. I didn't want to leave her. And I didn't, for a while. He trails off for a while. Soon after I came back, I went off in search of her again. This time, though, the risk I took, a lot of people paid for it. The harps attacked when no one was there to raise the alarm. A few days later, Hedwyn the deserter was sentenced to exile. And now he's about to cook some fillet of slur. Thanks for your help, my friend. I can take it from here. See you shortly. He heads out into the afternoon. You sense he feels more at ease after having spoken with you. Hedwyn gained +2 hope for the next rite. Yay! Give thanks for fillet of slur. It is right to give it thanks and praise. Hashtag Catholic jokes. No. That's the door. You're going to... It's gone. I've ruined it. I'm the worst. Okay, so that is all that. I am enjoying that we're unlocking everyone's tragic backstories fairly expediently. But not too expediently, like it's still a pace that makes sense. Okay, off to fight Barker. May the force be with you and also with you. Good Catholic jokes. Okay, so we're at the Glade of Lou. Edie shakes hand. I'm glad I'm not the only one with this in my, like, engraved into my psyche. That does it. I am leaving. Oh no, Jadariel, come back! The cause of Jadariel's outburst soon becomes apparent. Well, Rita darling, at least some of us know how to take a joke, wouldn't you say? Look, she was reminiscing once again about her soldier days, and I just happened to point out, I may have suggested the fiery destruction of the Spiral Sanctum happened on her former unit's watch. Spiral Sanctum? Okay, the old capital of the Commonwealth. Interesting! They've since changed it to "May the peace of the Lord be with you always," so that people wouldn't have the Star Wars Association. How could they do that? That was the one good thing about having to sit through Mass. Come on! I mean, didn't it? Not that she would have made much of a difference had she been there herself. She ought to thank the saint she was spared by her exile here. Saint Trius Tithus. Okay, so that's Pamitha's scribe. I thought she held no love for your Commonwealth. I shall never understand what it is your people ever saw in that dreadful place, but I guess I hit a sore spot. Some of the songs were nice. Some of the songs were... like... I'm not into the religious content of them. They sounded nice, but the lyrics... And also, they still get stuck in my head to this day, which I am over. Wait, so did Tamitha burn down the capital? I think Tamitha's mission was more secretive murder assassination. I don't necessarily think that she burned down the capital. I think that the burning down of the capital was an opening salvo, if I remember the lore correctly, which I probably don't. I should probably apologize. She swoops off. There is no sign of either one of them. You organize a small search. It proves fruitless, but then... This stream is now an ex-Catholic support group. Come to Australia. I'm pretty sure that Australia is just an ex-Catholic support group. Jadariel returns, alone as if nothing happened. She is back to her calm self. Let us continue. I regret the interruption. Pamatha soon comes back as well. Oh, don't you worry, darling. I have definitely patched things up between us. Honest. Chip it. Chip it. At least, I think perhaps I didn't make things worse. She returns to her business in the wagon. You make ready to resume your travels, but make a note to follow up with them. Okay, well, as long as we're all good. The slug market, which I will probably visit despite not buying anything from again. What is up, my dudes? Day, welcome! Giant buff demon lady is up, it's true. Okay. Who wants to chat? Is it Jody? No, it's Pamatha. Pamatha, you've been hogging a lot of screen time lately. I miss Jody. You find Pamatha in the midst of a heated conversation. My Catholic high school yelled at the girls for dressing like sluts. We had a uniform. We wore the clothes they made us buy. We wore hip huggers because it was the only pants available. Ah, the Catholic high school experience, except we had skirts. We weren't allowed to wear pants. She doesn't get anything from it. She just enjoys being poor. Ash has taken a vow of poverty. I didn't see that before. Yes, this is the vow of poverty edition of Pyre. All I'm saying is we're limiting not only our own chances individually, but all your friends' chances as well. Jadariel seems to be considering whatever it is that Pamatha proposed. Reader. The harp here is suggesting that perhaps it would be best if I were to form an alliance with the ones whom I fought for the better part of my life. Just with me, Jadariel. I cannot vouch for anybody else. How utterly absurd. If we were in the Commonwealth, I would not have stayed my hand against her, that I can say for certain. However, as Hedwyn would say, what happened back there? Perhaps none of that matters anymore, and what matters more is what we do from here. Went to Catholic schools until grade 10, halfway through which I switched to Protestant. Protestant was much better. Yeah, I was Catholic all the way through. It was not fun. Especially the fact that my high school was an all-girls Catholic high school. That was an extra layer of heckery on top, but... yeah, no, it's an experience that shapes you. That is to say, I am willing to give it a shot. You mean you would be willing to conduct the rites with me? Yes. Excellent! I knew that you would come around. Well, she'd never come around, but I ought to give her the benefit of the doubt here. I'm grateful for your open-mindedness. No need to let old enmities between our ancestors ruin things between us, or the others in our little party for that matter. After all... my parents think Catholicism is basically Satanism, so I was spared that. I mean... it wasn't that bad, it's just... there are things that stay with you. Do not push it with me, Harp. We shall see if the reader here is thus inclined to pair us in the coming rites. I am willing to defer to them. Anyway, you see, I think I managed to make amends there. Doubtless we'll get on swimmingly in no time. Pamatha and Jadariel are now willing to conduct the rites together. Let us hope for the best. I don't know if I ever will pair them, like... I don't like the harp build. I can't play well with it. It just does not make sense to me. It's just so hard. Also, I note that the crystal has not come back. I think I might have kicked it out of the wagon forever. And Jody I usually just leave on defense, so I don't know. My parents straight up said they thought it was more likely that an atheist would get into heaven than a Catholic. That's... I mean, that's a belief. The one thing I really remember about Catholic school is how often they stress the fact to us small children that unlike other religions, us Catholics think sex is a beautiful thing. Okay, no, we didn't get that. We got the shaming and you will get an STD and die sex education, so... Anyway, let's mock our vow of poverty. Oh, hey guys, look, I got something here I think which maybe you would like. He shows you several bottles of multicolored liquids of some sort. Sun serum, which will grant 4 hope for the next rite. Star serum, which will grant 4 quickness, and moon serum, which will grant 4 presence. Yeah, they taste pretty good, I guess. And besides, they can give you just the little lift you need, know what I mean? You get thirsty for them, don't even worry, I can get more soon. Still... Nah, they're not free. I'm not buying them. Thanks, Ron, but no thanks. Be seeing you around then. Yep, that went well. Vow of poverty intact. Is Falcon Ron now selling us uppers? Would you expect Falcon Ron to not sell us uppers? Let's go fight Barker. As the sky grows dark over the glade of Lu, a hush falls over your companions, especially Rookie. You sense something is troubling him. Something to do with your next adversaries. Oh, hey chum. Just wanted to let you know I'm pumped and ready to take on the dissidents this time. Sure am, alright. That Barker, he's not so scary once you get to know him like I do, you know? Oh, don't you worry, because I sure won't be going easy on him after last time. As Rookie marches off toward the clearing, you notice his grin fade away. Oh no! In the distance, you hear the dissidents begin to hoot and howl. Wow, this is new. Something else catches your notice in the sky this time. Strange new stars shimmering about the ones you recognize. The greater titans have returned. Some of them. And merely in spirit, not in form, but those dark stars are a portentous sign. Though they may light your way, beware the path which they illuminate, reader. Henceforth, you may invite the influence of the Titan stars? Omens in the night sky, each representing one of the downside's mythical monstrosities. Use the Titan stars for a greater challenge. Ha! Ha! And also... Ha! I will look upon them without fear, but I can tell you right now I am not activating them, because I am not about that life.
Behold the Titan stars.
Is that what all these hell stars were about before we knew? Interesting. Your Pyre shall automatically suffer minus 30 damage? Whoa! No. Your adversaries will have 8 hope. More cunning and quicker to react? No! Let's just go. Let's get the hell out of there. Let us not entertain that notion. I realized that it would help us level up faster, but it would also help us die faster, so, you know.
The Titan stars. Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves. Who could stand against them in their fury? You are wise to have resisted their
God, this
seductions,
place is
reader.
so nice. Oh, I wonder what he
Just
says if you
focus
do
on
activate
your
them.
adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again. Put out their pyre.
There's an
first.
achievement for activating all of them on a single
Lord
rider
of the
winning?
Night
Fuck
Now
that!
then, make ready for the right.
It's not gonna happen. Oi, mates, look at what we have here. Greentail, is that you? Yeah, Barker, it's me, alright. Well, I'll be. So tell me something then, Greentail. You gonna go against me this time, or keep on being a stinking coward like before, huh? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Wait. He says he wants to fight. If you can beat him. If you can beat him, maybe he'll leave us alone. He'll leave the Greentails alone. I can make it worth his while. Rookie, you have a family? His mother Reba and uncles Yalson, Ruther, Robbie, Putter, and Otto. That's a big family. Barker. What is it, mate? The right's about to start. Well, I was just thinking. I know I owe you and everything, but I've got a deal for you. You like a good deal, don't you? Ha! I like a good laugh's more like it, but I'll bite, Greentail. What's your fancy here? I was thinking, if I can beat you here, we're squared away. You let me off the hook. When did we start being psychic anyway? I don't remember. We've always been slightly psychic, but it's definitely kicked up since Volfra joined us. Huh. I see. But tell me something, mate. Now why in the stinking world would I want to do a thing like that? What's in it for me when I beat you instead? Also, there's a photo of Ricky's family in the card. Oh, right! Yes, I forgot about that. Then, I'll pay you double what I owe. I promise. But you have to promise too. Curse oath. Oi, really now? Double or nothing then, is it, eh? You drive a hard bargain there, mate. But alright, it's a deal. You beat me in my pack right here, right now, and you're debt-free as far as I'm concerned. Of course, if you don't, I'll be fleecing you for all you're worth. You, your stupid uncles, and that dear old mum of yours. See you shortly then. Do note that it's the British / Commonwealth spelling of mum. I'm glad about that touch. Rookie then turns to you. Hey, so this one means a lot to me, you understand there, chum? Let me go against these guys and I'll make sure we show them up, okay? As if I would put anyone but Rookie on the field now, come on. Unrelated, but I'm so devastated that Coke Zero has been discontinued. I've actually, like, the Coles near me is still selling Coke Zero instead of Coke No Sugar, but I've had Coke No Sugar and I don't mind it. I think it tastes more like real Coke. Okay, where's Rookie? Rookie, you gotta take point, my boy.
Rookie.
Yeah, buddy! Who else should we put on? Gilman, I think.
Sir Gilman.
Do I want Jody? I feel like the defense might be helpful. Let's do it.
Joe Dariel. Now.
But I love the taste of Coke Zero? Okay, yeah, that's a shitty situation to be in then, and I am sorry for your loss. You are one of us, Greentail. Your fight is ours. We need to look at what Barker's got. Oh shit, I forgot. Alright then, Greentail. Bring it on or it's your dear old mum who's gonna pay. The music! Every single time! Holy shit.
Poof.
So fast! And Jody is kind of slow. Oh god. There's just way too many of them. Nope, okay. That's fine. Oh Jesus, I ran straight into that.
Simply abhorrent.
God damn.
Your pyre is the first to falter.
Yes, thank you, Judge, I noticed. I feel... Thank you for getting in that barrier there. Come on, Rookie, you need to be the first one to do it. Good stuff. Oh wait, that was Gilman, wasn't it? No, no.
Adversary's pyre now falls short of yours.
Oh, Jesus, I just ran into him, I think. And everyone just... I was really hoping that would hit. Thank you. Ouch.
How brazen.
That's cool. I've got my fast character now. Good stuff.
Flames of freedom.
And we're getting the bonus damage in. We're fine. This is the tree battleground. It sure is. I didn't realize. But it's helping against their aura casting, which I'm glad about. What's the matter, Greentail? Methinks you seem a little nervous on your paws out there. Just shut up already, Barker. Let's get on with it. What's that you say, huh? You think you can talk back to me like that, Greentail? You heard me, Barker. Stay out of my damn way. Or what, mate? Or I'll sink these little nervous teeth into your neck, old chum. Dang! Shit got real!
Foolish Barker was a menace to the Commonwealth and is a blight.
Hey,
upon
everybody,
the
come down here.
rights.
Okay, well, bye. If that's what you're gonna do.
To their pyre.
Yeah, I think the tree battleground is really helping me out here, honestly.
You have it.
Yep, thanks. I did notice.
Headlong goes Sir Gilman into flame.
God, the speed. It's just the dream team. God, their aura is so big. That must be what their talisman is.
A blow against the adversary's pyre.
Oh my god, they're down to 1 health. The drama.
A lick of flame remains.
Thank you. I mean, if you want to take out Jodie, go ahead. She's just defending, but... Okay, so I think I need to come up here.
Oh,
You kicked me? How dare you?
plunge into the flames.
So that was probably a bit of overkill, but that battle went well.
Prevail. Their hapless adversaries stood no chance.
0. They definitely didn't get the first goal. One time voice
End
freeze for
this
you because he
night's
hates these
proceedings.
dudes. Woohoo! We did it! We got him! Yep. I'm sorry, I had to. Greentail. You. You got us fair and square, mate. Fair and square as this stuff gets, right? So my family, you'll leave alone? You said you'd leave them alone. Ease off there, Greentail. Deal's a deal. Now then, me and my pack had better step it up for when we see you and your mates again. Be looking forward to it. Ricky watches him depart, then turns to you as his expression softens. Don't know what to tell you, chum, other than I really owe you one.
The rights
Man, am I glad I had both Gilman and Rookie, though. I suppose Faye could have been good as well. Utter nonsense, all of this. We have come this far. Fortune alone cannot be the cause. Level! Okay, so what else you got? After saluting, does additional 10 damage to the adversary's pyre. I always have her on defense, so eh. Ariel can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them? Get dunked, son? Okay. After banishing an adversary, Jodariel instantly recovers her stamina. As great as the Get Dunked Son skill is, this is probably something that's going to happen more. So I'm gonna go for that one. Didn't level up. Leveled up? Leveled up!
honor is elusive, O Sir Gilman, yet enlightenment is eternal.
Wise words. Wise words. So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he is giving strong consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. I mean, go ahead, bud. Looting freezes everyone. Yes. The allies banished one. That's so strong. Amathar. Okay, looks like we're done. Worm cannon increases? Hell yeah.
Until the next right.
The Fate are an honourable triumvirate struggling to uphold the traditions of the rights. I mean, I agree. I don't know why you're telling me that now, but sure thing. Back at the wagon after vanquishing the dissidents in a decisive victory, you are about to join the others discussing the outcome when Volfred finds you. Good work back there, my kin. Though I'm afraid I must pull you away from any revelry, for there is something you should see. Please, join me outside. Look forth. The golden star reveals itself to us once more. Indeed, somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. Hey yo! Next liberation rite, let's do this!